Hi everyone, I'm Connie Roberts.
And I'm Jim Skakoza, and we're here at this unique property nestled into the woods, and we're going to be doing a brand new entry and a brand new patio. Can't wait to show you.
Jim, this is a great house. Like, there's
Beautiful.
not much really to do, but there is.
Well, the house was originally built by an architect. He was the first owner, and these folks bought it a number of years ago. And so it's nestled into the woods here, as you can see, and we really wanted to try to maintain some of the look that's already existing. So we're doing a brand new entry into the home out front. We're going to repurpose the flagstone that's here, or the bluestone. We're going to add to it to create a nice new entry down here at the bottom of the drive. And then we're also redoing the whole back patio area. It's got a little water feature. It's going to be a nice bluestone pad in terms of the patio. Going to be a new grill area, and then we have some steps coming down around the back. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Well, I can hear the guys. They've already started out back.
Yeah, they have. So let's take a walk back there, see how they're doing.
Jim, the back of the house is just as beautiful as the
Pretty
front.
setting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it really is. So what they had originally was a small flagstone patio with a set of steps coming out of the doors. It was way too small. I'd been there for a number of years, so there was a lot of work that needed to be done just to kind of bring it back and make everything level again. So what we're doing on the new design is we're expanding the patio, like doubling the size, creating a grill area off to one side, making the patio larger. We're going to reuse or repurpose his flagstone, but we're going to add new to it as well, because we need more material to finish the job the way it's designed. We're going to redo his water feature over in the corner. We're going to put some boulders in here, some new plantings across the back here. Then there's a couple of steps down where that other set of steps comes off the side porch. And then there's a whole new set of steps that we're going to build going down the bank over to the garage space. So in the end, it's just going to really, two things. It's going to fit the property because we're reusing a lot of the bluestone. The timbers that were framing all the bluestone were all made out of wood timbers. They've all begun to rot. So the framing that we're going to use, he wanted to continue the same style, is a concrete timber. It looks like a timber, but it's a concrete block, so we don't have to worry about it deteriorating over time. So we're going to do that all the way down. So in the end, the look is going to be similar to what was here originally, but just updated, larger, and less maintenance.
And level.
Yeah, and level. Correct.
The crew gets all of the old material removed in the backyard. Now the work begins on a solid level base. But a day of heavy rain makes things a bit muddy. Once the ground dries out, the crew picks up speed and the patio begins to take shape.
Jim, I really love this slate look. It's beautiful.
It's a great look, isn't it? But it does come at a price. It is very labor intensive. As you can see with the guys here, each one of these stones is kind of unique. This is a natural bluestone, and it's called natural clef bluestone. So there's some variance in terms of the thickness of the stone and some of the movement in the bottom. There may be a high point or a low point. So they've got to really kind of measure each and every individual stone as they put it into the base material, so that the stone is going to sit in there, the surface will be even, and we're not going to have stones that are rocking or misplaced in there. So it takes quite a bit of time to put each and every individual stone in there, but the outcome obviously is gorgeous.
It is impressive. You walk down the steps and it looks great. Speaking of the steps, they're almost done.
Well, yeah, this is the base. You know, we did our base with our wall block in matching color, obviously. And then we have bluestone or treads that go across there, one complete tread.
Nice.
That are finished on the edge. They're called thermal edged, or they actually fire the edges to seal them up real nice and give it a nice finish. So there's 4 of those that go on there. We'll put those on a little bit later. But that kind of completes the scene here, so everything matches.
Nice. wasn't there a hydrangea tree here?
Yeah, good memory. Okay, so remember, there was an existing patio. It was much smaller than this originally. And there was a beautiful hydrangea tree that was kind of important to the homeowner. It was in the way of the design, and we decided we were going to move it as opposed to just taking it out. So we did something, actually last fall, I had asked the homeowner to root prune it. Basically, you go around the perimeter of the drip line of the tree, and you just go down with a spade and cut all the roots. And what that's going to do is promote smaller fiber roots coming out of that base. So he did that last fall for us, which was great. And then we did it again when we started the project. And then we picked up the entire thing, had our hole ready, flooded with water, because we're moving this in season when it's in leaf. Ideally not the best time to move a plant. But we did it, and we picked it up and moved it into the hole and watered it, and it's doing absolutely just fine, as you can see.
Wow.
Yeah. Now this area here, this is going to be where his grill is going to be set. Now it's on the same plane as the entire patio here, except the surface is going to be different. We're using that wood planking type of paver in this area just to kind of set it off as a separate space, and that's where the grill is going to be.
Nice.
Coming up next, once the patio and steps are in, the crew needs a dry day to add polymeric sand to lock in the pavers.
First Northern Bank & Trust is your local loan specialist for both personal and business needs. Our local decision makers offer fast approvals and customized financial solutions, helping you reach your goals. First Northern Bank & Trust combines friendly service with the latest technologies to make banking quick, easy, and convenient. We continue to grow in Carbon, Lehigh, Monroe, and Northampton counties. Serving you with 11 local branches, First Northern Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As the weather heats up, you close your windows and your air conditioning system recirculates the same air over and over again inside your home. That air is only as clean and safe as your unit. Right now, RJ Groner can come to you, clean and sanitize your equipment to give you healthy indoor living space, as well as prevent untimely breakdowns. Visit rjgroner.com or call 570-421-7260. Call the Groner team now, serving the Poconos for over 70 years.
Isn't it time for you to start enjoying your backyard just like you see in the magazines and on TV? Hi, I'm Jim Skakoza from Chestnut Hill Nursery, and we're here to help. For over 40 years, we've been creating beautiful landscapes for folks just like you. You can count on us to build it right the first time and create a long-lasting project that'll provide a lifetime of memories. Imagine a new patio, fire pit, or outdoor kitchen. Then complete the scene with amazing outdoor audio and lighting. Together we can dream it, design it, and our expert team can build it. So go to chnursery.com to set up your free consultation. Make this the season you turn those dreams into reality. Start planning that first party now.
Hi everyone, welcome back. You know, Jim, we had to deal with some weather, but you did get the slate patio in.
Yeah, it's looking good. We had some issues here. We had some major storms roll through here the last couple of days, which made a muddy mess. Trees were down. It was really quite something, but we worked through it, and here we are.
Well, I know you typically don't use this blue slate product.
Right. Yeah, this is Bluestone, and we're not a big fan of this. I mean, it's a natural product, and it was very popular for a long time. It does have some maintenance issues, and if it's not installed properly, it moves a lot. So in this case here, it really fit the home. The homeowner already had some here and really wanted to stick with that styling. So we brought in new product for this area, and we repurposed his old product on the steps, and we're going to use it out front as well. So it really worked out kind of nice. But it is very labor intensive, time consuming to lay this and to get it set up the base properly, so this is not going to move over time. But in the end, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's impressive.
And it certainly fits this project.
Absolutely.
The crew takes apart the steps down to the driveway and rebuilds them with new product.
So So Jim, the guys have been here, they've been working hard, getting the steps in. It's exciting, a nice entranceway to get up to the backyard.
Yeah, well, they had this arbor that was here and they wanted to keep it in place. And as you recall, there were old steps here that were made out of timbers and they had the bluestone in between. The problem was all the timbers were rotting. They became very unsafe. So they wanted to maintain the look, but have obviously a safer way to get up into the backyard. So that's why we use these concrete timbers and basically framed them out very similar to the way they were originally. But again, it has low maintenance or no maintenance at this point. They don't have to worry about the timbers rotting. So
yeah, it does look great. I mean, it looks real.
Nice. It's a great combination of colors and product. And again, it just really fits the space here in the woods and with the rest of the house as well. But the guys are getting ready up top there. We're going to start putting the polymeric sand in the joints on the patio up there. So why don't we go up and take a look at what they're doing.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so kind of what we're doing now is we're putting in the polymeric sand in between the bluestone pads. So it's the same sand that we use in the pavers. It's the polymeric sand. It gets hard when it gets activated with water. The nice thing about it, again, is the purpose of this is really to deter weed growth and that type of stuff going down the road. So process is similar. We sweep it into the joints, then we're going to bring a tamper up here. We're going to tamp the whole surface. Now for this, because it's a bluestone and it's only 1.5 inches or so thick, we can't use our regular plate tamper because it kind of is like a jumping jack. This is more of a roller type tamper, so it's a lot more gentle on the pavers and it won't crack any of the stones.
Oh wow.
So we'll roll this over, and what that's going to do is get all the sand vibrated into the joint. Then we're probably going to have to dust a little bit more on top to fill the joint. We'll blow it off so there's no material on the surface of the paver. And then we're going to wet it with water, and that will activate the binders in the sand and get it to turn hard. So it's a process, but you know, we don't want to rush this because it's a real important process.
Right. Well, Jim, the guys have really made some progress, but it looks like we're almost finished in this backyard.
Almost. I mean, the last piece of the backyard project here is to get the plantings beds in place, get all the plants in place and finish up the beds. We reinstalled his little water feature over in that far bed alongside the patio, so we got to get that up and running, do some river rock around there. You can see we harvested a bunch of boulders off the property to use in the setting of where the plants are going. And then once that's all done, then we'll come in here, we're going to do some final grading, some touch up, and we're going to reseed the lawn areas that we disturbed. And then they can sit back and enjoy this space. And then we move out front.
Up next, the crew straightens out a crooked front entryway. Every day, our technicians head out to homes and businesses to work on plumbing, heating, and cooling systems. You'll find us in your neighborhood: Stroudsburg, Bartonsville, Tannersville, East Stroudsburg, Marshalls Creek, Bushkill, Mount Pocono, Cresco, Canadensis, Blakesley, Pocono Pines, Albrightsville, Broadheadsville, Effort, Kunkletown, Wind Gap, Portland, Bangor. We serve all of Northeast Pennsylvania. We're available 24/7 for quick emergency service. RJ Groner, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. This time, do it right.
Community. It's where we work. It's where we play. It's where you'll find First Northern Bank & Trust, offering community banking services. First Northern Bank & Trust is a family-owned and operated bank. Our local decision makers offer fast approvals and customized financial solutions. Plus, we keep your money right here in the community, stimulating local economic growth and providing jobs for our friends and neighbors. First Northern Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. We're done in the back of the house, but now we're out front. Jim, what's happening here?
So we're redoing this entire entry to the property. Same type of steps that they had here originally. The original homeowner put these in, but you can see they kind of come off the main part of the porch up there, which is a nice, big, broad, beautiful porch, and then they kind of take a right turn or a left turn, depending on which way you're facing. We're really not sure why they did that. We have this existing lamppost. What we are going to do on the new design is line everything up centered with the porch, so everything will come straight down. Probably have to move this lamppost a little bit. We got some other activities going on here. We're going to show those to you soon.
The old front steps are taken apart and the crew prepares to redesign this walkway.
So Jim, the guys have been working several days here getting some work done.
Yeah, we're making some real progress here. A couple more days we'll have this project all wrapped up. So let's go take a look and see what they've done.
Okay. Jim, wow, this didn't look like this before. It looks marvelous.
Well, a little different, right? So this is basically the same treatment we did in the back side of the property in terms of framing out the space with these concrete timbers and then filling in with the bluestone that we have here. So this is the existing product that we've harvested and reused here, and we've realigned everything so we have a nice straight run from the driveway up to the porch, and it looks just so much better. So we're kind of working our way down here. You can see behind us is the little wall that we're building, and there's another set of steps and another bluestone pad down at the driveway. So we can take a look at that.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, we've really realigned everything here. We've got a nice straight line coming from the driveway here straight up into the porch, and we've expanded all the areas where the bluestone pads are. So we made these set of steps. The steps are going to get capped with bluestone, just like we did in the back.
Nice.
So everything ties together. And then we have this beautiful bluestone landing down here at the driveway, so it creates this nice entry. Now, the other thing we did is we have this block wall that we put in. Okay, we did a nice strong foundation underneath, broke the block wall up. There's going to be drainage and clean stone behind there. And the reason why we did this, we wanted to make this a little bit more of a focal point. We're going to reinstall his lamppost over in here. And when I was here looking at the property originally, there are some veneer stone walls on the property over by the garage. And we wanted to kind of pick up that same theme here down at the entry so it all ties together. So we built our block wall, and now Bruce here is starting to work on setting the veneer stone on the wall itself. So this is going to basically match what's already existing on the property here. So this is just going to make such a grand entrance and bring everybody to the front door in a very safe and inviting way.
Nice. So are those for drainage?
That's for drainage, yep. So there's all clean stone behind there. What we don't want to do is have any pressure, water pressure behind the wall. That's where walls fail over time. So we have clean stone down there with drainage down there. So any water that gets back behind the wall is going to go down through the clean stone and then drain out. So we never have any pressure. But you can see when we start putting that stone on there, and he'll work on this today and get this all completed, I mean, it's going to pretty much match what they already have. Pretty impressive, right?
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Out back, the planting beds are finished as work on the front entry continues.
Well, Jim, the guys are finishing up here.
Right.
It's looking good.
Yeah, we're really putting all the finishing touches together here now. We're touching up the lawn work, we finished the planting, we're wrapping up out front, and coming up next, we're going to take a final tour through the entire project.
Still ahead, see how similar materials tie this front and backyard landscape project together.
Losing a loved one is never easy, and oftentimes, a shoulder to lean on is exactly what you need. At Yannick Funeral and Cremation Service, our mission is to provide you and your family with a dignified, honorable service. We proudly offer discounts for those who have served our country in the armed forces.
At the Yannick Funeral and Cremation Service, we're here for you when you need us most.
Yannick Funeral and Cremation Service.
Isn't it time for you to start enjoying your backyard just like you see in the magazines and on TV? Hi, I'm Jim Skakoza from Chestnut Hill Nursery, and we're here to help. For over 40 years, we've been creating beautiful landscapes for folks just like you. You can count on us to build it right the first time and create a long-lasting project that'll provide a lifetime of memories. Imagine a new patio, fire pit, or outdoor kitchen. Then complete the scene with amazing outdoor audio and lighting. Together we can dream it, design it, and our expert team can build it. So go to chnursery.com to set up your free consultation. Make this the season you turn those dreams into reality. Start planning that first party now.
Welcome back to the show. You know, this is a beautiful property, and this is a fabulous front entranceway.
It's a lovely home, isn't it? You know, and there's no better place. We want to start this tour at the beginning because what we've done, we have this beautiful home behind us and we created this great new entry to come in. So let's talk about that to start the tour, and then we'll go out back. Okay. So originally, if you recall, there were some wooden steps here with some, reused a lot of, repurposed, I should say, a lot of the bluestone that's here, and there were some wooden frames, and if you recall, they came down and went off on a really odd angle.
I know.
Which I really didn't understand when we first got here. And as I looked at the home and you looked at the entryway, the porch, the pillars, the door, it just really screamed to have this direct entry coming in. But we did also want to make a nice little greeting space down below here. So what we've created is we've kind of rebuilt the similar pattern that was there in terms of the style, but instead of using timbers, which were all rotted, we use these concrete timbers, okay? So they're never gonna rot. And we repurposed the slate like we talked about. Then we widened everything out down here to create a little bit more interest coming in, and created also a nice little entry platform here alongside the driveway.
Right.
And to finish it all off, we moved the lamppost, because that was way over here somewhere. And we wanted to pick up, if you look back, and we can look at it as we go around the corner, but there's some stone walls up there and around the side where the garage is. And I thought it would be great if we can pick up that same theme and bring it out here to the front entry. So we built this wall and finished it off with the faux stone to match what's already existing on the home. So now we've got this beautiful space here. We just trimmed it up a little bit on liriope.
This is cute.
Yeah, and some river gravel, very simple. Okay, but very elegant in the same way. And it creates this lovely new entry that they're so proud of now. Like they're waiting for all their guests to arrive so they can bring them up through the new entry. What do you think?
I love it. I want this house as my own.
It's pretty, isn't it? We used a nice, this is all natural stone on both the treads as well as the cap for the wall. And together it just really came out really, really beautiful. But out back, we have a whole different project, similar but different, and we created a beautiful entertaining space out there. So I want to take you out back and show you that.
All right, let's do it. Jim, this is exciting. It looks so good. It's the same products as out front.
Yeah, same product. So you really appreciate the look that we created out front. We wanted to mimic that back here in the rear part of the property. Now again, originally there were the wooden steps here, there were the timbers that were rotting. The tread spacing was all wrong. It was very uncomfortable to walk up, and it was also unsafe. So the homeowners really liked the look, so we wanted to try to keep that here, but mimic it with this other product, which is a concrete product. And of course, it's never gonna rot or fail down the road. So we've reset basically in the same pattern, although we've changed the tread length so it's much more comfortable to walk on. This pergola was important to them. They wanted to leave it here, so we worked with that. So this takes us back to the beautiful new patio we built back there, and I want to take you back there and show you that. But on the way, I want you to really enjoy some of the gardens that are here as well.
All right, let's go.
It's a lovely hydrangea here, which is really pretty. And then you got this water feature, which is really nice.
That's really cool,
A lot of hostas and perennials that are in here. It just kind of fills the space really nicely.
Wow, Jim, this makes me just want to hang out here all day.
Isn't this beautiful?
It is.
So what we have here is a variation on the theme. We had to do a two-level thing because of grades here, and they have this existing stairway coming down off the porch. So we have an entry grade here, which the steps come into, and then there's 2 steps up onto the main patio. We also rebuilt a brand new set of steps going into the home.
Love those.
I love how she flanked it with the planters on either side. And one of the things that was important to the homeowners was they had this little water feature they wanted to work in to the to the plan. And this has all expanded out into the yard. We regraded some of the yard, but we created this space for this little water feature. So this worked out really nice. And it's a nice gentle sound, so when they're out here sitting, enjoying the sunset or having a little cocktail or dinner, you have that little sound of water, which is always very pleasing. So as you come up these couple of steps, you come up to the larger patio. This is the main event. And this is the new dining and entertaining space for them. Like I say, it's probably double the size, if not more, than what they had originally. And the one that was here was old and it was failing. So we've redone this entire space.
Well, Jim, most important part is the food when you're partying.
Isn't that always the case? So what we did here is the homeowner loves to grill outside. And we just wanted to dedicate a little bit of a separate space for the grilling area. They didn't want to do a full kitchen and do all that other stuff. So they wanted to keep it kind of simple. So what we did is we picked up the same material we used in the steps and the borders and boarded this space here. We used this Borealis paver, which is a wood, looks like wood slats, and just did a different pave here in the grill area. So it's kind of a dedicated space. And this beautiful hydrangea tree that's here.
I know you moved it,
We
didn't you?
moved this, okay? So this was way over there on the patio, blocking the whole space, taking up a lot of room. We didn't want to give it up, so we really worked very hard to make sure we could move it without damaging it. And we really did, the guys did a really great job. We root pruned it the previous year. We got it all set for the move, and it moved very well. As you can see, look at the flowers on it. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful.
So this is just one of those projects that really came together very well and fits this setting perfectly. If you look around the woods and the house and the product that we use here in terms of the bluestone. Again, bluestone isn't something we use all the time, but there are settings where it's just totally appropriate, and this certainly was one of them.
I gotta say, this is one of my favorite ones that you've done so far.
So as always, we'd love to do a project for you, but keep in mind these things take some time. There's planning, there's design work, and then there's the construction. So when you're ready, give us a call, and we'd love to do a project for you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, right here.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, you're just supposed to start this time. Just
Which way, this way or this way?
Tilt your shoulder. I don't know, you didn't tell me what to say. I could hang out here all day. I just need a hammock. Halo, halo, halo. You got this, Jim.
I got it. Okay.
Cut. On the set, cut. No noise.
Quiet on the set. Done.